Hey Joe, long time no see. What are all these boxes doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Patman. It's actually your latest DVD, and I'm sharing them with my network. I'm so excited. I'm shipping these out to Africa. I got some for Asia. I got Australia over here. Look at all these for going to America.
Unbelievable, Joe. I'm so happy to find out that you're distributing our training material all over the world. I need more people like you out there in our network. And if you keep up this good work, I'm very sure that next year V Studios are going to create so much more. Hello? Mods? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just around the corner. 15 minutes, I'll be there. Same place. See you there. Bye. Where did I put it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Well, guys, I've got some great news and some bad news. I just met an IR called Joe, and I just found out that the past 1 year we have distributed over 5 million of my DVDs all over the world. The bad news is V Studios is shutting down tomorrow. Remember, guys, duplicate good deeds, not DVDs. Buy original. Hi guys, it's me again, your upline, your chief, Padman Sinatiraja. And as you know, I spend most of my time traveling all over the world, meeting you, your downlines, spending a lot of time with leaders. And some of these leaders I've known for the past 14 years, since the first day we started this company. And lately I've been thinking a lot, right, why people have challenges in our business, why their checks are not growing beyond a certain limit, okay? And I've come to realize this. Ultimately, how successful you're going to be in QNet, how successful you're going to be in this industry of network marketing very much depends on the way you think, okay? I want you to just focus on this word, all right? The way we think. Because the way we think defines every aspect of who we are. All right, and there are a lot of things which influence, all right, the way we think. Externally, all right, people, your environment, your background, the market you are, the challenges you face, all of these things ultimately change the way you think. Now, I started networking when I was 23 years old in 1998. And when I started with Dato Vijay as my upline, okay, yes, it's true, Dato Vijay was my upline and still is my upline today, all right, the most unbelievable upline. And he basically, all right, was a simple upline. His focus areas was not complicated, all right, and he allowed me to think big. He pushed me to continuously think big. And I realized when I started my journey, I was simply thinking big all the time, all right? That means when you first sign up, all right, when you first sign up, remember this, okay? Try to go back to the day you sign up. The day you sign up, your world changed, all right? Your upline or the person who introduced you to QNet spent a lot of time, okay, talking to you about the industry of network marketing, about how you must get out of your comfort zone, all right? You can't live like go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home for 40 years and die broke, right? And they change the way you think, right? And I realized this. When somebody starts their journey in networking, all right, the day they sign up, the day they see the world of networking, the day they see the potential income, the fact that their dreams can possibly become a reality, that it's possible, okay? They start thinking big. They become super charged up. They become super, positive. okay, and they become a total different person. Now, however, when I meet leaders today or I meet networkers today who have been in the business for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, I observe one thing. They all start their journey thinking big, all right? But as they move along, all right, as they move along in their journey of QNet, all right, whether it's 8 years, okay, or 10 years, or even 4 years, I realize that most of them, their thinking becomes smaller, all right? They start thinking small. That means here, when you start your journey, nothing affected you. Nothing. All right? You get a rejection, you knew how to handle it. You were so excited. And your dreams were so crystal clear in your mind. All right? You were cutting out pictures from your magazine of your car. All right? You were driving past the nicest neighborhood in your city, looking at houses and telling your wife or your husband, you know, honey, we're going to live there one day. All right, honey, we're going to buy that one day. All right? You were so alive. Okay? And as you start moving through your journey, I observe a lot of people start to think small. And here, all right, many people start to become negative. All right? Many people start to be affected by everything happening. More things happening, all right, starts affecting them. The smallest thing starts affecting them. All right? I remember when I first started networking, okay, we didn't know what QNet was planning. There was no massive communication tools like the blog, like the website, the V website, VTube, nothing. We were in our market, we had our dream, we had great support from our uplines, and our mind was in an unbelievable state. We were thinking huge, unbelievable, big, all right, bigger than we ever thought in our lives, okay? And nothing affected us. If the product was delayed, never affected me. Never. Not even 1 ounce. Product is delayed, I found a way of managing my downline. I said, listen, it's a big company. Products go missing every day. You order things from Amazon, it goes missing. You order things from a local company in your country, all right, it goes missing. This is normal. Be patient. We'll check on it. Wait for another 1 week. We treated every challenge as something almost irrelevant. All right? If somebody tried to say something negative about networking or QNet, we smiled and we moved to our next appointment. Why? Because we were in a position where we think big. All right? When you are a big thinker, small things don't affect you. When you think small, everything affects you negatively. And I was observing and trying to understand why we start our journey thinking big, all right? And as we move along our journey, we start to think small. And that's what I want to address in this video. I want to help prevent, all right, not cure, okay? I want to help prevent all of you from going through this bad journey. I want you guys to stay here. I want you guys to live in this think big, be positive, unbelievable environment, because after 14 years, I'm the same. I still think big. Actually, today I'm thinking bigger. All right, Dato is pushing me to think huge. All right, nothing affects me. All right, and you have to live like this. Now, I'm not asking you to ignore challenges. I'm not asking you to be, you know, so insensitive to the problems of your downlines and all of this stuff. But I'm asking you not to be affected by every small thing that happens, which, when you think small, all right, the BV is small. All right? When you think small, all right, your commission is small. It's all correlated. When you think big, all right, your BV is big. Your commissions are huge. All right? It's all correlated. So today, if your check is $250 US and not growing, nothing wrong with anything. You're thinking small. You got to think big. Now, what happened along this journey? Why do people who I met 4 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, the leadership of our global market today, when I remember all these guys, okay? I have relationships with all the top leaders from around the world. They're good friends of mine. They're part of the family, all right? And I remember, and I see them, and I remember 10 years ago, and I see them today, I say, what happened to this guy? Why has he become so negative? Why is he thinking small? What happened to the guy I met 10 years ago? This is the question. Now, what happens is very simple. Firstly, if you really think about it, and be careful when listening to me on this point, okay? Here, when you started your journey, you think big, but your knowledge was very small. Now, don't get confused. I'm not telling you to stop going for training. I'm not telling you to stop learning about the products, all right? But your knowledge was small, allows you to think big. Now, what happens to networkers as they continue with their journey? They all want to get a PhD in networking. They all want to become a super expert. They go online and read about the industry. They buy 200 books and read. They attend seminars which are not organized by the VE. You should only attend VE events, all right? They start to get opinions from their grandmother, their mother-in-law, their grandfather, their next-door neighbor who's a moron, right, about what they are doing. And they start to be creative, and they take a simple, fantastic business and they complicate it. Why? Why is there a desire to complicate this business? All right? Somebody once asked me, what is your business about? All right? I say it's very simple. Okay? When you join our company, you get a tracking center, you have a left and right. The more people join on the left, the more people join on the right, you make more money. You help more people make money, all right? You make even more money. Simple. How do I get people to join? You talk to people. Some will say yes, some will say no. So what? You keep talking to people. All right? Ultimately, if everyone in your organization simply signs up 2 people, all right, if everyone in your organization simply signs up 2 people, you will have the most powerful organization on the planet. Right? That's how I promoted my business in the early days. In my early days, I used to tell people, find 2. Find your 2. Find your 2. Find your 2. It's simple. Right? Now, people have taken this concept, added a lot of knowledge and became a PhD in QNet, and complicated this business to the point that they actually start thinking small. Alright? So when IR comes and says, hey, my product is delayed, you suddenly panic. And you say, oh really? Oh my God, what do I do? Oh, I tell you, this company, bloody hell, blah, 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 blah. Why? I used to handle product delays every day. Right? A downline comes and tells me, I had 10 rejections. I handled it like that. Why? Because I was thinking big. But if you start thinking small, you actually absorb the negativity and you become a negative, depressed, pathetic, no commission, no BV, small, moronic networker who's never going to make it in the business. So firstly, only make sure you get the knowledge which is required. Right? Don't get unnecessary knowledge. Because remember, a moron with a dream can do this business. You're looking at him. Alright? So don't acquire too much knowledge. Focus on the simplicity of the business from the day you join. Find your 2. Get your downlines. Find their 2. Get the next person. Find 2. Find 2. Find 2. Find 2. Find 2. Alright? What's the secret of success in this business? Talk to people. Rule 3. I've been saying it for years. Alright? They launch a new product. Don't spend 7 months, alright, mastering the product. Don't get a home pure, dismantle it and say, hey, this is the best. This is a screw. This is a filter fiber. This is a hose. Why? Right? I sell home pure. People ask me, what's good? I said, this water filter thing is very good. It's one of the best in the world. Shut up and buy it. You understand? Because why? I'm not here just to sell products. I'm here to talk about financial freedom. I'm here to teach people how to become independent entrepreneurs. I'm here to teach you how to continuously think big. Now, one of the biggest contributors to the concept of think big is my favorite word. Dream big. Alright? You dream big, contributes to think big. So now here, this pathetic area which we must avoid at all costs. Think small means you also are dreaming small. So a lot of people I meet, alright, when I speak to them 10 years ago, unbelievable, their dreams, huge, alright, fantastic dreams. You know, Chief, I'm going to buy a Ferrari. Chief, I'm going to take my wife to Paris. After getting a lot of knowledge, blah, 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 I'm buying a postcard from Paris, from the bookstore in my village, to show my wife. This is where we could have gone if I was still thinking big, if I was still dreaming big. So the first downfall is everyone wants to be a PhD in network marketing. Why? I'm not a PhD, I'm a networker. I'm your upline. Do you understand? My knowledge of networking is similar to my next door neighbor. I don't need to acquire more knowledge. Secondly, all right, what happens in this journey is people retain negative experiences. Right? That means they feel, think big, dream big, unbelievable place to be, all right, simple business. This is how all of you begin your journey. And then, you start your journey, rejection, another rejection, another rejection. Upline is a moron, downline is a moron, negative media, product delay, product doesn't work, the watch box is damaged, all right, I got a home PR but I don't know how to fix it, all right, I bought a Biodis, it broke in the shipment, blah, 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 blah. What happens is you retain the negative experiences. You retain it and you start thinking small. Problem number one. Problem number two is you transfer your negative experiences to your downlines. Monkey see, monkey do. Alright? So all your negative experiences which you retain, you transfer it to your downlines. So what do you have? You ultimately have an organization who is duplicating you. Right? And I bet you, everyone who joins you in the beginning is exactly like how you join, you know. Super positive, super charged up, think big, dream big. Right? Okay? All fantastic. Then they start talking to you. Biggest mistake. They start interacting with you. Where are you? You started here, but you are now here. So everyone who signs up in your organization starts here. What do? You slowly start pulling them, alright? You slowly start pulling them to come here. Alright? How? By subconsciously sharing your negative experiences with your downlines. What is subconscious? That means if somebody comes and tell you, you know, I don't like this product. Example. You will say, yeah, you know, I also didn't like it when I first joined, you know, but now, you know, what to do is the only product available, we have to buy it. Like the MS Square eGuard, you know, it's the only product on our RSP, physical, we have to buy it. Don't be moronic. Until today, somebody says, hey, Padman, this MS Square eGuard, unbelievable product, fantastic, you got to have it, finish, next. You know, I don't trickle down my negative experiences. My negative